When oil went negative, what happened there? Well, basically demand went away and they were still supplying massive amounts. And what happened is over in the Middle East, they kept supplying. I think they did it on purpose. The big countries over in the Middle East kept putting more and more oil into the market. They didn't cut back on production. And so you had all of this oil, and oil will spoil, right? It has to be used. It can't just sit dormant for decades or something. At some point it'll spoil and be no good. Now you can store it for a little while, but you can't store it endlessly. And so they just kept pumping more oil and supplying it to the markets. And part of that was strategic on their part. They wanted to basically hurt different companies and competitors and economies and so forth, and really drive some competition out of business. And they probably did that. So oil just kept collapsing. And at a certain point, it went negative, which people thought there's no way that oil will go negative. Think of how weird that is in a futures price when oil goes negative. It means that, it went to negative $30 or more a barrel. What does that mean? That means that somebody was paying someone else to take their oil away from them. So, literally, somebody was paying $30 a barrel to say, you take the oil so I don't have to. And part of that was speculators, right? Speculators that didn't have stop losses, well, they were getting clobbered because essentially they couldn't accept delivery of the oil. And what were they going to do with the oil if they did accept delivery? So they just had to be wiped out and they had to pay someone else to basically take the oil from them.